Hey guys, down here in the Ridge and Valley portion of Maryland again today, and this is our first herp of the day. This is a red spotted newt, and this guy's actually kind of interesting colored, kind of like the vibrant greenish yellow, which is very weird. He actually looks like the aquatic form, but this guy was actually sitting underneath this log that I have him sitting on right now. But I'm gonna let this guy go back underneath his log and keep on herping. Next herp of the day is this green frog that I just flipped underneath the log. Gonna put this guy back underneath his log and keep on herping. Check this out, guys. This is a spotted salamander. This guy is definitely from this year, so he would have came out of the larva state not that long ago. But you can kind of see some yellow flakes and spots on his tail and a little bit on the sides there. That's why I think this is a spotted. It's definitely a mole salamander, and I don't think Jeffersons are in this area. Pretty cool. I really don't ever see them at this stage in life. But I'm gonna let this guy go back underneath his log, and hopefully you see some more species today. Here's the next herp of the day. This is a tiny red spotted newt. There's a scale with my finger in it. Absolutely tiny red spotted newt. That's pretty cool. This guy would have been from this year as well, so he freshly emerged out of the water. But I'm gonna put the log back and put him back under it and keep on herping. Here's a much better example of a spotted salamander. So that basically confirms the last one was definitely a spotted salamander. But you can really see the yellow spots on this guy. And once they get much bigger than this. This guy is from this year. They'll get more prominent yellow spots on them, and actually some like orange spots. But I'm gonna let this guy go, put him back underneath his log, and maybe we'll find some more species today. Just flipped another spotted salamander. This guy isn't as vibrant as the other ones, but you can kind of see some yellow dots on them. But right next to him is a little tiny red eft, so red spotted newt. So both of these guys would have hatched out this year out of the water. Pretty cool. Seems like we found the baby salamander spot today, but hopefully we find some reptiles or some different types of amphibians. Here are two more little tiny red efts. Here's my finger again for scale. These things are tiny, tiny salamanders. But these might be the last ones I show you guys. Hopefully we get some more diversity today. I was hoping for some snakes and other types of reptiles, maybe some turtles today, but can't complain when you're finding some cool salamanders like this. Just caught this tadpole. I'm pretty sure these are gray tree frog tadpoles with that red tail. Not really educated in tadpoles. I don't know too much about them and how to identify them, but I'll look this guy up and I'm sure I'll put a tag in the post when I figure out what kind it is. But cool, this place is loaded with them. Just caught what looks to be, my guess would be this is a green frog tadpole. See, he already has his limbs. All he's got to do is lose that tail and he'll be a little froglet. But I'm gonna make sure I get this guy right back into the water and keep on herping. Just caught a salamander larva as well. If I had to guess, this probably is a red spotted newt, judging by the size of it. But I'm gonna make sure I get this guy back in the water as well, and maybe find some more species today. Here's a little green frog that I just caught. So this guy would have just came out of the tadpole stage. You can kind of tell he kind of has like a little bit of a tail stump right there. But I'm seeing a couple cricket frogs, which is one of the main reasons I came down this way today to catch. So hopefully I can get them on camera for you guys. Finally just caught a cricket frog. This was the species that I wanted to find today. That was basically the whole purpose of this trip. These guys are pretty cool. When you look on their back, you can kind of tell it's warty, almost like a toad, but this is actually a frog species. And these guys can be quite variable. A lot of times they'll have green marks right on the back. And this guy's just grayish. I've seen them where they had red marks on the back, but they always have those black blotches on the side as well. And this is an adult, so they don't get much bigger than this at all. These guys are pretty cool. I always like finding these guys. But I'm gonna let him go back on the side of the pond, and I think we're gonna change locations and maybe we'll find something else cool today.